Hey guys, welcome back to Veli. So this video is a little overdue for sure, but I wanted to recap basically what went on at E3, I guess 2 weeks ago at this point. So I kind of wanted to talk about the conferences and overall which ones really impressed me. And what I mean by that is I want to kind of, highlight what impressed me about each conference. Obviously, for example, we knew that they were going to show Gears of War 4 gameplay. We knew that they were going to show gameplay of Halo Wars 2. That's not what I'm trying to highlight here. I'm trying to highlight the impressiveness of the gameplay or the trailers. What I didn't see coming. That's what E3 is all about, kind of, for me. So, putting that into perspective, now I hope you can understand some of my opinions here. So, let's jump into it. I'm going to go by order of which they premiered. So, EA started this year. And EA's conference, I did not watch. I watched a lot of them, but I did not watch EA's. And I didn't need to.
Star Wars games, Mass Effect universe, Battlefield 1 and Titanfall 2 are both here today.
Of course, once again, it was just a highlight of all of their, basically, sports games.
The best Madden NFL players in the world. Let's meet one of the guys here who appears to be a little injured. This is Serious Mo, you saw in the piece. What happened?
I was racing a friend, didn't have my shoes tied, fell down, broke my collarbone.
Didn't have your shoes tied.
So I apologize. I don't write the scripts here. I don't do the game. Jose, of course, is in the game. We've rendered you in the game. I don't know if we can have a look. Can we get Jose up in the game?
But I'm still upset with you.
You're still upset? What about you are? You're going to be more upset when you come to Anfield this season.
We are 20 of us. You choose 3.
And then there good games. So what I missed basically was that awesome highlight about how they're making Star Wars games. Other than that, there wasn't much about it. They were just like, yeah, we're making some awesome Star Wars games. We can't show you anything from them, but we're making them. And that's good. I'm glad that they highlighted that. I'm really excited for some of the single player games that some of those studios are putting out, and I'm really excited for that. So I'm kind of happy they did that. FIFA 17's on the Frostbite engine. That's great for people who love that game. Frostbite engine's, fucking beautiful. So that's good. Titanfall 2. I am actually excited for the trailer the story trailer that they showed, because it actually looks like it has a campaign this time, compared to the first game, whereas I was really excited about the story, and then it just took place in a little video window at the top right while you played the game. That was ridiculous, utterly ridiculous from people who helped make Modern Warfare 2's story, and then Mass Effect Andromeda. Yeah, which was kind of not impressive from what I heard. They didn't show much about that. Next off, we had Bethesda.
But for the most part, you could say we've been in stealth mode. Until now. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Harvey Smith.
Wow. Dishonored for Dishonored 2.
And they had some big shoes to fill this year. Actually, a lot of people were wondering why they were having their own conference again. Like, they're after, Fallout 4 and then Doom. I mean, holy cow. But they did live up to their expectations, I think, because I'm most excited this year for Dishonored 2. I've played the first Dishonored a while after it came out, I think, right before Destiny came out. I played through the whole thing, and I really enjoyed it. And when I saw the Dishonored 2 trailer last year, I was extremely excited. And I really like the gameplay that they showed this year. And even though they didn't show it for very long, it was enough to make me buy pre-order the Ultimate Collector's Edition of the game. So obviously I'm excited for that. It looks awesome. It has a skull mask. It has the ring. It's awesome looking. I'm really excited for it. And then they announced that they're working on some VR stuff for Doom and Fallout, which was interesting. But what people were really excited about, I think, was Elder Scrolls Skyrim Special Edition. They're remastering that. And I might get it because I haven't played Skyrim, and I kind of would like to play it. It's kind of weird that they're doing it because you could, basically get the effect they're going for with mods. But if you want an all-in-one coherent experience, they're making it for the people who want that. And then Prey looked interesting, the new IP they announced. I thought it looked interesting. I don't think a lot of people care about it, but I'm interested in it. And then they announced Quake Champions for those people who liked Quake. So next is Xbox.
On behalf of Team Xbox, I'd like to welcome you to what I believe is going to be a special show for us, our fans, and what we expect to be another great E3 for the industry. And of course, more exclusive games.
Xbox One and Windows 10 exclusive.
So I was kind of expecting this year's E3 for Xbox to not be that great. And I think I set my expectations appropriately. Because last year was Xbox's year, man. They had Halo 5, Forza 6, The Rise of the Tomb Raider. I really enjoyed that game. They had good games last year, alright, that came out. And all their trailers for the games that were at this year's E3 that they showed last year were better than this year's. The Gears of War trailer from last year was better than the gameplay they showed at this year. I like Gears of War. I like the story. But the gameplay they showed at this year's E3 was not good. ReCore was last year. It was supposed to come out by now, but I knew it wouldn't. I was really excited for it. And then they showed a gameplay trailer at Xbox this year, and it just made me worried about the game now. The graphics did not look good, and there was no indication about the story at all. At all. There was nothing about the story. Nothing. It was just a gameplay trailer, and then that was it. Very worried about that game now. Was extremely excited. Now I'm worried, and it's $40 on top of that. Which I'm happy it's $40, but that also makes me think that there's not $60 worth of content in there. Forza Horizon 3, if you like Forza, but I mean, yeah. Yeah, and then they showed off Battlefield 1 there, a trailer there, which was good for them because apparently EA didn't really care about Battlefield. They just kept saying they were going to talk about it, and then they had a whole stream separate about it. Looks pretty good. Probably not going to get it, it's kind of a kind of thing. They showed a trailer for Inside at this year's Xbox E3. Last year, they showed a trailer, too, at Xbox's conference, and it was better than this year's, for sure. It definitely had a way cooler take at what was happening in that game. Dead Rising 4, I do have to say, that's probably one of the most exciting ones that they showed because it had the classic character from 2 back in it. I think people are really excited for that, and I think that was one of the games of the show. Scalebound. Not excited for that at all. I'm sorry. I look at that. I just can't get into it. It looks like I don't know, like Aragon, like the game or something. It doesn't look good. It looks really cheesy and cliche. That's what it looks like to me. Tekken 7, I think people were excited for that. Sea of Thieves looks very fun to play with friends, but other than that, I'm not going to get it. State of Decay 2. That one definitely is important that they showed there. And then, obviously, Halo Wars 2, which we knew they were going to show there, and the trailer that they showed before... the trailer they showed there was actually pretty good, but once again, it wasn't like a surprising thing. The only surprises really were Dead Rising 4, State of Decay 2. Yeah, that's it. And then obviously, so that was pretty much it for games. Actually, one more. We Happy Few.
You are off your joy. Take one of mine. Oh my lord. He's a downer. Call security. We've got a downer.
I am very excited for that game after watching that trailer they showed there. Definitely my favorite thing I saw at Microsoft's E3 was that We Happy Few trailer. I'm really excited for that game now. Because I love games like that where they take like a scenario where it looks all fine and everything, and then it's just like, no, it is not fine. There's something very wrong with this situation. So that looks really good. The trailer kind of misleads what the gameplay really is, but if you know what the gameplay of the game is, then you should be fine. I'm very excited for that. I think it's going to be in development for a while longer. It was already in development for a while before they showed it off at E3. I remember Markiplier playing it, a demo kind of it, like a year or 2 years ago. So, but I am excited for that game for sure. So Xbox didn't impress me in terms of games this year as much as they did last year. I was impressed though by their hardware. I am extremely impressed by the Xbox One S that is going to output 4K video for Netflix and then maybe the home screen and streaming stuff like that. The power supply is inside and it's 40% smaller. It looks really nice. It can stand up again. The controllers are Bluetooth now, which I don't know why they waited this long to do that. Because I really would have liked to been connecting my controller to my computer with Bluetooth this whole time, but whatever. Yeah, I'm really excited about the Xbox One S. I'm probably not going to get it, but I'm excited that they're doing that and that the current Xbox One is now like $270. That's ridiculous, in my opinion. Even though it can't always hit 1080p in games, it can do better than what you would buy a PC for $270 for in playing games, for sure. Then I would much rather buy an Xbox One and play games basically at 1080p for $270 than try to make a gaming PC that's $270. When the Xbox first came out and it was $500, the Xbox One, then you could compare it for sure. But now you really can't. And I really think that's a good deal, and I really think you need to consider that carefully when you're deciding between PC and console. The Xbox One Scorpio, once again, that's actually kind of interesting that they showed that, because I thought like either they were going to go with the Xbox One S, like where it's a slim thing, not an upgrade in internals, or an upgrade in internals, but they went both ways, which PlayStation didn't do and doesn't need to do. But they did both announce that they're making a PS4 and an Xbox One. They're both making their own that are going to have better internals, but still be an Xbox One or a PS4. It's just going to be able to run games better and possibly at 4K. I have no idea how they're doing that, and that's kind of going to be an engineering marvel. If it can if those can run games at 4K at a price of like $300, it won't be $300, but you know what I mean. Yeah, so that will be very interesting for next year's E3. So, next we had the PC Gaming Show. Ooh, I don't know how they made it worse than last year's PC Gaming Show, but it was worse. I mean, Xbox definitely took the cake when it came to PC this year.
Xbox One and Windows 10 exclusive.
All their exclusives are this Xbox Play Anywhere thing where you buy it and it's on both. They're definitely supporting PC more, and their conference is more impressive than this PC Gaming Show. They really need to reformat this thing. It's just a guy sitting at the desk, and then the developers take turns coming up, kind of being half energetic about what they're talking about. They talk way too long. They showed a lot of games that are already out and just having upgrades for, like Super Hot, Ark, even though Ark's in pre-development still, I'm counting it as out. Arma 3, Warframe, you know, I mean, I really do understand that we needed to support smaller developers. I really like that. But this is not the way to do it at E3 for this PC gaming show. They need to have a stage just like, you know, all the other conferences where they have, you know, hosts and then the whole demonstration and everything. You can't have that set up. They really need to reformat it because it was extremely boring to watch. So much so that every news network covering the PC gaming show switched automatically. They were like, okay, let's cut this, and they didn't like wait for it to end to switch to Ubisoft E3. They just were like, we're going to Ubisoft E3 now. We're not showing the rest of this. They just literally all of the streams, they didn't care about it enough to show it because it was so boring. So speaking of Ubi E3, that was next. And once again, I really want the PC gaming show to be a thing there, and I really want it to be exciting to watch. They need to make it exciting and reformat it. Next was Ubi E3.
I'm a satellite, I'm out of control, I'm a sex machine ready to reload, like an atom bomb, about to explode.
They had this really energetic girl up there, I don't know her name, but I actually thought that she was really good.
And now with a human giraffe on my right and a candy cane on my left, I'm going to make a very hard right turn and get into the fun stuff.
So they showed off their games, and I didn't watch the whole thing because, once again, it didn't interest me that much. I really think Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands is really cool, but I don't think a lot of other people do. I'm excited for it, and I'm probably going to get it. But it looks really fun with friends, and if you don't have friends to play it, then it's not going to be fun, just like The Division went. So, yeah, they talked about Tom Clancy's The Division DLC, South Park was there again, Watch Dogs 2, trailer for it, looked very good. I am excited for that game. I am excited. I really want that to succeed and be way better than the first one was. Other than that, Ubisoft E3 wasn't that impressive. Next is what I thought was this year's most impressive E3 conference. Sony. Sony definitely took the cake this year in terms of awesome announcements and really impressing me with what they had this show. So first off, they opened up this show with a fucking live orchestra. Playing the music from the game they were going to show, and then when they showed it, the crowd went ecstatic.
It belongs to you now.
What for?
A test. She taught you to hunt, yes?
Yes, sir.
Then show me what you know. I am hungry. Feed us.
What are we hunting?
You are hunting deer.
Which way?
Your hunt. You tell me.
They showed the new God of War, and oh my god, that demo was beautiful. So the live orchestra played the music as the demo was going, and it was a great demo. The father was, you know, teaching the kid how to hunt and everything, and the graphics looked fucking beautiful, and I almost cried at the end of it. I mean, it was that good of a demo. You have to go watch it. It's so good. And then the orchestra continued to play music throughout the show, which was awesome. They showed The Last Guardian again, which is finally coming out this year. They showed Horizon Zero Dawn, which does look like a very cool game. They showed Days Gone, which at first I was like, and I'm sure everybody was like, oh my god, here we go again. Another zombie game. What's new here? You know, everybody, I feel like, was like that. But it looks very interesting with the amount of horde on the screen at the same time and managing that. Does look very interesting. Resident Evil 7. I've never played any of the Resident Evil games. I know kind of what they're about, and this one looked very interesting. I really liked watching the demo of it, even YouTubers play it. Then, fucking Kojima.
Please join me in welcoming one of the most creative talents in the history of gaming.
Hello everyone. I'm back.
And he's like, hey guys, I've got a new game. And then he showed off this weird-ass demo with Norman Reedus had a C-section scar, and there's like a baby, and he was naked, and it's called Death Stranding, and there's people floating in the sky. It was really fucking weird, but interesting at the same time. But people were super excited about that. Detroit Become Human looks even less, or looks less good every time I see it, because I wanted it to be like that demo from 2000, back in whatever year, where they showed this demo for the PS3, where this robot had gained consciousness and was alive. And I wanted it to be about that character. But it looks like it's about like tons of different characters, and now you're a robot that's a detective, and that female was only there for like a split second during the trailer. So I really don't know what the game's exactly about now, and I don't know, the story looks a little cliche. I thought it would be cooler looking, but we'll see. You know, I can't really judge that game yet because I need to see more of it. But yeah, they definitely took the cake this year in terms of games. Even Call of Duty, the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare trailer they showed, I didn't know or Infinite Warfare, I didn't even know what it was at first. And as I was watching it, I was like, oh, this looks really cool. It kind of looks like Call of Duty, but this isn't Call of Duty. It's way too like space oriented. And then I'm like, oh yeah, this is it. And I'm definitely excited for the story in that game. I know nobody else is, but I am. I think it is impressive. I want to give the game a chance instead of just fucking writing it off like every single fucking person who went and watched that trailer and wants to judge a game on a trailer. Yeah, the trailer was bad. It was a pretty bad trailer. I had no idea what was going on in it. But that's no way to judge a game. I mean, just off of some random trailer that was on a YouTube channel. Now, when they're showing gameplay and demonstrations, that's not a trailer. I'm talking about trailers, with a format of a trailer where they're cutting between different shots and everything. They needed to cut it better. It was bad. They should have had somebody else do that. If you don't know what I'm talking about the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare trailer, the first one they showed a couple months back, where everybody just hates on it. But, once again, I'm probably not gonna get it. I mean, it looks great, but once again, I'm burnt out on Call of Duty. My friends made me get Black Ops 3. I played the campaign. It was shit. It was bad. I liked it, kind of, but I had no idea what was going on in it, and it wasn't connected it was barely connected at all to the past Black Ops campaigns. And yeah, I'm allowed to judge the game on the campaign. That's part of the game. I don't care if no one plays it. The multiplayer was fun, I guess. You know, it was Call of Duty. What else do you want me to say about it? And yeah, that was pretty much it for E3 this year. Obviously, we had Nintendo the day after. They had their Treehouse stream, which still pisses me off that they don't have their own stage there and they do that stupid stream. I want a stage, I want a presentation from them, but, you know, they're trying to kill themselves any way they can, so. But I saw The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and also it impressed me, and I am excited for it. I might get it, actually. I might even fucking buy an NX and then just to play it, because it does look very good. Yeah. Please fix the PC gaming show, AMD. The only good thing I saw there was Observer. That's the only thing that looked interesting to me. Civ 6, that's pretty cool. I'm excited for that. And, yeah. So that's my recap of E3 2016. Was it as good as last year's? No. Did Sony definitely won the Sony versus Xbox conference thing. I don't care if they didn't show release dates for their games. That's not what I was talking about. I'm talking about how exciting they were to watch. Sony definitely won. But once again, you know, I'm unbiased toward either one. I just like Halo. That's why I have an Xbox, and my friends play Xbox. I don't have anything against the PlayStation, obviously. You just heard me basically praise Sony. But, yeah, I like both of them. Sony won this year, I think, and Xbox won last year. And then Xbox will win again next year, probably. Just saying. But, yeah, that's pretty much it for my recap of all the conferences at this year's E3. I'm really sorry if I missed a game. I talked about a lot of them, and my throat's sore now. Hopefully I'll have a production update on the stop motion soon. I'm really sorry that I've kind of been in the dark about that. But yeah. Please like the video down below if you did. Subscribe to Veli for more things like this and anything nerdy, basically. And do you guys agree with me or disagree with me? Do you think I'm, you know, horribly wrong? Post down in the comments. I don't care. Yeah, please discuss among yourselves. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.